will be in and start their orientation process, tonight, and then tomorrow. The rest of the varsity will come. We'll have a conditioning test tomorrow night, and then we'll kick off practice on Saturday. So no sense talking much more than that. I'll open up to questions, and we'll go from there.
Al, has the last couple of months almost seemed abnormal in the sense that it's almost been normal?
It's been an anomaly for sure since we've been here, and my biggest focus right now is just to keep the team focused. We know at some point there's an answer coming, but we're going to do everything we can in our power to bunker down and stay focused and not let this disrupt our third consecutive training camp. That's really one of our primary functions as we head in here.
Do you almost feel ahead of the game a little bit in that, number one, there's obviously a ton of kids coming back, a ton of kids who got a lot of time last year, but also there hasn't been a lot of new bombshells for you guys to deal with in the last few months.
No, I think that's fair, Tim. I think we have the right guys on the train right now. I think it's a mature team. It's a team that's focused. I don't need to remind them of what our goals are or what the mission is and what our standards are. It's been quiet. I knock on wood, but it's been quiet because guys are too busy trying to get better and trying to take the next step. So we have a lot of things we have to accomplish. We certainly have to evaluate a lot of newcomers quickly, see where they can help us and where they can compete and where they can fortify us. And we'll do that here quickly, and then we'll scrimmage, I want to say on the 11th, which is a Sunday. We'll see most of you guys on the 9th, for practice, and then we'll start to settle in a little bit.
Do you expect any more guys to join the roster?
I do.
You know when those days?
Again, it's we're not much different than the Dolphins right now. We're gonna keep the waiver wire open, and we'll release the names as you go. However we feel like we can improve our team, we're gonna do that. And I feel like we have certainly since signing day have improved our team.
What's the latest they can join or they can enroll?
That's based on school.
Okay.
So that's an academic question. To be honest with you, I think that's something that we can, after this, get to you, Michael. I just don't have that right now.
Al, over the course of the last 3 years or since you've been here, you've talked about depth and symmetry. As you look at this depth chart, as you look at your roster, where do you think you are on those 2 points?
Well, I'm excited about it. I think we're going to have a good rotation at just about every spot. We certainly need some new guys, beasts to step up for that to come to fruition. We need some guys to step up and compete. And then we need a lot of the guys that have been around that maybe had a nick here or really couldn't get out of their own way because they were making, decisions off the field that were inhibiting their progress on the field. We need a lot of those guys to grow up and mature and obviously stay healthy. So if those guys do that, we'll have the type of symmetry as we go into August 30th that we want to have.
Are there still positions where you have some question marks about the second or third guy in, or some competition there?
Yeah, but I would say that it's a little bit different because I really believe that for instance, if you take the wide receiver spot, I think it's a good problem. In other words, I don't know who the starters are right now at wide receiver, and I certainly don't know who number 2 and 3 or 4 coming in the game are going to be, or who the 6 or 7 that are going to travel. But there's excellent competition at that spot. I'm as anxious as you guys to go out there and see where they're at. And I know this, just hearing from Sways and what the guys have done all summer. They've been working extra hard on weekends, and especially that group, trying to really improve that part of our game.
Right tackle seems to be there's 3 different people with the oars. Sonny, same as Santrell. Are they on the same level?
We're fortunate, Michael, in that certainly at right tackle, Linder can play right tackle. Feliciano has played right tackle. Certainly Bunch has played there. Eric Flowers, Gabois, Odagu. So we have a good combination at the tackles, and certainly we're hoping to get to the point where we can. I feel good about 8 right now. We're trying to get 9 and 10 that can go in the game, and that will be. Certainly we'll be able to evaluate that here quickly if we're ready to do that. Like to do it.